Hey, this is Steve Giverson with Vital MX. We're here with Andy Jefferson. You get the factory bike or the factory edition treatment this year.
Yeah, we do, and it's for us. It's the first one, and it's a very big deal for us to have this bike, and also to see what the race team's been working on, the past year, and the changes that they've made to give us a Husqvarna factory edition motorcycle.
What's new this year?
Wow, there's all kinds of things that have changed on this bike, and not only you see the plastic has changed, all of the ergonomics have changed. The bike is narrower in a lot of places. It's wider where it needs to be, but it's narrower in the places where you sit. The ergonomics are much better. You just start with the front brake with the floating disc on the front. We also have a disc guard. I mean, those things are changes to make the bike better. It has a two-position hole shot device, which is something that no other manufacturer has except for us. So I think that we've done some innovative things with this bike. Along with that, we have still our Pro Taper handlebars, which are probably the best in the business. Our triple clamps changed to torsionally stiffen up the bike and then to make it a little more compliant in other ways. So every little thing we've done was to make the rideability of this motorcycle better. The frame has been changed. The frame's been stiffened up in a lot of places. The frame may look the same, but a lot of it is different. In different places, we put gussets, and we've changed even the way that parts were built and welded onto the frame to make the frame either change in stiffness or have more flexibility. So this bike is a completely new motorcycle for us. The radiators, we moved them down. That's to centralize the mass, to give us a lower gravity, lower center of gravity, to make the bike feel like it's in the ground. So there's a bunch of little things that we've done with this motorcycle. Even the head, as you see, the head's smaller. It's shorter by 15 millimeters. Also centralize the mass. Also to reduce the gravity, to lower the gravity. So that is one thing that we've done a lot with this bike, is to do all kinds of little things, maybe to make one big thing. And so far, what we're hearing is the bike is very good. The pipe, you can see, has changed. From last year, we a few years ago when the previous edition came out, we had the same resonance chamber that's on there today, but now it's a little bigger, it's a little bit different. So it works a little different with the motor. We've also moved the pipe down farther. Another thing that's with that is a two-piece pipe. So now you don't have to take off the pipe, the whole exhaust pipe, to take the shock out. Now, so they've done a couple of things to make ease of work better, along with making performance. Two-piece subframe now, instead of what we used to have, is more like a five-piece subframe. Now there's just two pieces, and so that's another thing that's changed with maintenance-wise, and then it's lighter. Less pieces to put together and less pieces to break. Swing arm's been changed. It's a little bit longer now. That just allows you to slide the wheel back. And one thing that we want to make sure that people understand, we didn't just make the swing arm longer so you have a longer wheelbase. The wheelbase is the same as it was previous. Now you have the ability to slide the wheel back farther. So it's giving you a lot more options in your tuning capabilities with the bike. Updated fork and shock settings for this year. We have some definitely changes in the materials in the forks and the shock that should make the ride a little more compliant. We still have our AER fork, which is probably the best, and even when they say air fork, it's a good fork in the business, whether it's air or spring. So I think all these changes have made the bike really, really good motorcycle, and has addressed anything that people maybe have had as things. Maybe this bike doesn't have this or it doesn't have that. We've tried to address all those areas. So I think this bike is a very good motorcycle for us.
Talking with Jason, he said he's spent a lot more time out here this fall and testing and working with the team on it.
Yes, and they've done a lot. Jason got the bike a little while ago, and we've been back and forth testing, and so far in all the testing, the bike is really good. He's loved it from the start. And I know that Dean has just got the bike recently, because we didn't, I guess people think that we have a lot of these around, but there was only two in the country. So Dean got one recently. He's been riding it. He seems to like it. We watched him just the other day on the test track, and he did an amazing job. So far, we're really happy with the progress they've made, and hopefully in Anaheim we'll see them at the top of the podium.
Well, we can't wait to see how it performs out there.
Yes, for sure. And thanks for watching Vital, and come see us at the track someday.